Alrighty, everybody. Ooh, hello one and all, and welcome back to some more Factorio space exploration. Yes, my voice is a little... it's getting a little worse. Well, no, I think it's getting slightly better. Yesterday it was actually worse. That's why I didn't end up streaming. Well, that and I had some shit that I had to do, like get a haircut and do groceries and a bunch of other shit. But yeah, trust me, I was not talking much. It is getting a little better, which is good, but still kind of annoying. That being said, we shall continue today. Oof. Oh, is this not hooked into my Discord? I thought it was. Alright, now why is this not saying that I'm streaming? I love dealing with all this bullshit. Let's see. It does say display on profile. Let me see. Does it not pop up as an activity? I guess not. Whatever. Alright. Hopefully everybody has had a solid week so far. Yesterday, played some last night. I ended up coming up with this little ship design we have right here. Well, it's actually a little different from this one, but this is I guess a finalized edited version. And once we get this Integrity 3 here, then I can actually throw down a Roboport, which I'm very much excited to actually do so. In my original design, I did have a Roboport in here, but then I ran into a problem where I couldn't leave Navis because I didn't have another booster tank. I needed 3 of them to leave the fucking surface. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to sack the Roboport, put in the booster tank, and then I was like, well, since I did that, I have space for more chests. I managed to put in some more chests. Essentially, I'm kind of out of the door with a lot of the solar-powered spaceships now. I'm just done with them in terms of interstellar travel. When it comes to like a little solar sailor for the solar system, then yeah, sure, it's not a big problem. But this is essentially my nuclear-powered ship design, where I have water being pumped out of the biochem. It's actually being checked with this top-up valve, so it only enters this system, this water system, when there's less than 80%. So you can tell right now, looking at it, that is at 80.6. Ooh, Oris is gonna get a CME in an hour 30. You guys will actually be able to see that. Since, well, it's only an hour 30 from now. Yeah, so this will basically trigger the stack inserter if there's less than 100, less than 90 water in the top-up valve. Then it'll put in some more water ice to be turned into water, which lasts quite a while, because so we have nuclear, of course, which has like a full chest of cells. That's why I went down to Navis. I went to go grab the full chest of cells, plus a full buffer chest of cells. And then, as you can tell, these are actually condenser turbines, which, yes, they're 75% the efficiency of steam, but we do get to recycle the water. Hence, I needed to make sure that this water line wasn't going to get full. So that's why I used a top-up valve here. But this way, the water ends up recycling quite a lot, because this is 99% water efficiency, or steam efficiency into water. So we save a lot of water ice, which is really nice. Like, granted, we do have a requester and a buffer. I made sure that each one of these would have a requester and a buffer for both the nuclear and the water ice, so that we can last as long as possible with the ship running and stuff like that. But we also have, I also kind of have a little bit more down here as well. So I still have another chest full. I might get I might turn this one into also nuclear cells, just have, you know, just to really make sure that I have enough buffers and everything. Which I'm not too concerned with. It's not really a big deal, and then I have some over here. But the cool thing about a ship like this is that, oh, I recently put in this constant combinator with 2 pumps in here to control whether or not I'm using any of the rocket fuel, which I really like, because essentially I would only save the rocket fuel for leaving a surface, and then just run off of the ion engines when I'm, like, you know, going from orbit to somewhere else, and somewhere else to orbit, essentially, whatever. So space travel would be done with ion engines, and then surface to space would be with rocket fuel. So that's why I have that there, which is really quite nice. And even though it does technically count it as being part of the boosters, and I can actually, like, fly with it, I do have them disabled, which is kind of funny. Yes, and so we set up this guy, which is a block. It's a train block for just docking ships, and these are all 5s. No, these are all junction 7s. So we have the ion stream being dropped off and liquid rocket fuel being dropped off. Both of these are just being... Ooh. My game just crashed? No! Oh, that's... Oh, did my whole computer just freeze? No, it didn't. Okay, I think it did. I think it just stuttered there. What the fuck? Okay, that was really weird. I think my drive might have skipped? Oh no, that's not good. It says cannot play current song. Okay, that was weird. Alright, anyways, yeah, so the ion stream is being pulled from over here, which is not efficient whatsoever, but at least we have something. And then the rocket fuel is also just being made over here as well. You might be noticing that down here we do have some stuff. Yes, this is officially the new mall area, the quadrant that I was talking about. So we have 4 blocks of 3x3 sets here. So we have 12 train stops, 4 blocks, so 48 train stops. And this just drops into the log network, so unloads into the log network. If you're going to do a liquid train, then you just get rid of these and then turn it into barrels or something, and then just recycle barrels. Yeah, this is a new block design that I just, like, kind of threw together, but I do like the design of. So it's using superchargers and then just having some ports around it. So 9 superchargers, plus the only way that they can transfer from one to the other is a supercharger, so they can't actually store in here in the middle, which is quite nice. And that's just to connect all the blocks together. This is the general setup for that, which is quite nice. I do like this mall. We haven't started using it yet, but it is there, which is quite cool. Yeah, so this is our docking station. Oh, this is the previous ship design that I came up with, which is more of a solar sailor at this point. And even then, like, the amount of the sheer amount of laser turrets that are on here just drains batteries. Yeah, version 1 designs, you know what I mean? But at least it's there. Like, this can bring you to an orbit very, very efficiently. You don't have to worry too much about any of that. When it comes to anything else, let me see. What can I update you guys on? Oh, we do have some plate now. Wait, do we even have plate? No, we don't have plate. Never mind. We do have ingots, though, actually. Finally, everything started to deliver itself into ingots and whatnot. Okay, I'm getting, like, serious skips here. Because I'm reading off of, like, music off my drive. What is going on with my CPU? Oh, my whole computer is just shitting itself. Well, that is fantastic. A great way to have a stream. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get 2 new hard drives. I really don't want to because I don't have the money for it, but I have no choice. And my externals are getting a little old. I've had them for quite a long time, actually, almost 10 years. Shit. Back then they were pretty expensive. It was like a couple terabytes. It was not cheap. Now they're, yeah, now I think it's pretty affordable now, but I still, like, you know, I'm still not fucking made of money. God damn it. Now Task Manager is not responding. Oh my god, this is awful. Yes, please end the process of Task Manager. Okay, can I, like, fucking play something? Huh. Okay, well, let me close Spotify. I did have a blackout not too long ago. That might be... Hopefully I didn't fuck with my shit again. Last time there was a blackout, one of my TSU fucking died. That was pretty expensive. Okay. Wait, what? Why did Task Manager just... Okay, that was weird. It, like, shrunk itself. Went into, no detail. Wait, is it Spotify fucking running in the background here? Well, it's not. It just doesn't want to open. Okay, now it's opening. That was really weird. Huh. I need to know the health of my drives. This is just ridiculous. I'm at 100% disk usage. That is terrifying. Is it because I'm reading? Oh wait, no. You know what? I think it's because I'm also updating on Steam. I just remembered. Yeah, that's right. I was doing that. How about we don't do that, you know? Yeah, how about you pause? Now how's my disk usage? Wow, look at that, 2%. Both my drives died. It went down, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so apparently that was the problem. Alright, understood. Sorry everybody for that. But yeah, so we have some ingots now. We have also brought up some more vulcanite, so we have vulcanite as well. I should probably throw some smarts onto this for unloading, so that, like, obviously if there's nothing here, then the train's not going to come to it, but it's really not the end of the world. That's why you have 2 stops, I guess. I could have these unload to just 1 stop, and I kind of considered it, so having a cargo landing pad for each train stop, but I think having the 2 is pretty solid if this constantly gets deliveries. Oh, speaking of which, that's what we need to work on today. Yeah, so I forgot that I need to put signal transmitters for each one of these cargo landing pads. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. We're actually going to be fixing the cargo landing pad block and the cargo rocket silo block, because those need receivers and these ones need transmitters. So that way we can transmit how much is in here, and we can have rockets automatically come and deliver them. Very important. It was like the one thing that was missing. is actually having the transmitters here. Yeah, okay, and then all of this is going to be should be powered by this sub. Yeah, that's not a problem. Alrighty, and then for the rocket silos, that one's gonna be receivers because it needs to know so it can automatically send its stuff back up. And yes, you'll notice that the blueprint is actually it's a receiver, not a transmitter, but that's because I had originally put it with a receiver and realized that that was the wrong one. That's fine. Let me just hook this up. Thankfully, this is not too much work, and I think we might have a couple receiver or transmitters. If we don't, then that's fine. I could make that off stream. It's not like we're really sending too many rockets up here, anyways. And thankfully, I only have to do this once, because the rest of it is just going to be blueprinted, anyways. Actually, centered. Yeah, I want it to be centered. Two. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so that blueprint is done. Let me just throw that onto here. Oh, wait. Yeah, what is one? Well, do this. Rename these. Ooh, that is a lowercase. Not that it really makes a difference, but you know, I like to make it nice and clean. Let's do this. Obviously, these will all be changed as we pick what resources we're gonna want to land there. And these rockets can come from anywhere, which is the beauty of the transmit and receive, that we can just ship that in from anywhere. I'm gonna select new. Yes. I've been like spending a lot of time just going back and fixing all of the really small small errors that were left with like the train blocks and stuff. Like at some point I forgot to put one of these rail chains on one side. I don't remember which one it was, but it was just like, I think like for example that, like it was just missing on one side on a couple of the corners, and I had to reset each block in terms of like reload each block, put the rail chain, and then resave everything. It was so annoying. Oh god. So a lot of time went into that. But you know, that's the case. It is like a sort of fix it once and then you can just paste everywhere type of deal, so it's not too bad. Let's throw this down now that we're here. This even okay. I don't think that's gonna change the names as far as I know. No, it doesn't change the names. That's fantastic. So we have the 3 ores, well, iron ore, copper ore coming in. We have stone, we have coal, and then we have a couple blanks, which is quite nice. For liquids, I haven't actually done liquids, but liquids would be coming in on a barrel, I think is how I'd want to do it. And then wherever the processing is happening would just unload. I would just take the barrel and expand it from the barrel, and then from there just have like a train come in and pick up spare barrels and shit or something, I don't know. Yeah, or just recycle them back to steel, whatever. It's really not the end of the world there. A lot of options. Yeah, I had to fix, for example, these because this was set to train limit 0, and I was like, why is there no train going to like the iron ingot thing, or if it has the liquid, if it has molten iron, and it's because of the fucking train limit 0. But yeah, this is slowly picking up. This is gonna be a lot of plate. Once it takes a while, but right now it's because we're just on relying 100% on recycling to just kind of like fill this and make some plates out of it. But once this goes in, we're gonna have 11 trains of plates, which will be really nice. It's not gonna be that much in practice, but once it like really goes, like we essentially have the ability for 11 train stops, is what I have it set to. Granted, continuous filling is probably not going to be exactly that amount, but you know, it's fine. Yeah, so let's throw this one down as well. Cool. And then let's do the rocket silo, which needs to have receivers. Okay. Oh, this might be a little bit more a pain in the ass, now that I think about it, because I do have to take into account where it's going to be. Here, let me see. So it's the signal send receive. I'm not looking at that one. I want to do. Oh, I have to reset this shit too. Oh, let's just do that. Throw down a receive. Oh wow, that is that's exactly the size. That's amazing. All right, now I can actually have this as a as its own blueprint. Sec this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this one's not too bad. It's gonna be a little sketch. It's not gonna be as clean as the previous one in terms of the location of where the receivers are gonna be, but I think it's still within distance, as far as I know. And each one of these does have these subs, so if anything, I can just connect to the sub. This one's gonna be a little. I might have to put it on this side, which is not my favorite thing. This is so stupid. Just one short from the rocket too, so I can't even put it in the middle. Like align it properly. Okay, it's not too bad. The only tough one is probably this corner, which is weird. But I'll probably have to put it up here or something. Yeah. Let's just do that. And then we'll just go back and connect them all. A weird song. All right. Cool. Thankfully, that was actually not that bad. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be. It's pretty easy, but okay. Just connect to default. Doesn't really matter. All right. So let's just do this. I haven't decided on the naming convention for the receivers yet. I know the send is going to be obviously the whatever landing. This is probably going to be actually Calidus and then whatever send. In my opinion, I think that's probably what I'm going to do. So it's going to be like that or something. I think that's probably a solid name. Since the other one's a landing, then this one's going to be sending. Actually, that's not necessarily... Well, yes, but unless we go based off of the landing position, so if, for example, we have a landing pad on Horus that's pulling from one of these, it's going to be like Horus whatever landing. Eh. That's probably the better way of doing that. Yeah, I'll just leave it at default. It's really not the big deal. Just the transmitters are going to actually be landing. But yeah, so this is a rocket per input. So we have, what is this, 11, I think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's 10. 10 rockets, and then these. This is still based off of the 4 input here. So it is a little janky, but it's not the 3 one, which is a bit cleaner. But this is the, remember we had said that these were the exception for the cargo rocket and the landing pads, that they're gonna have their own their shit's gonna be slightly different. Yeah, it's gonna be the old 4 on each side, which is not efficient, but well, actually it is space efficient. It's just not gonna allow the train to hop across and easily get into the appropriate stop. So for example here, if it wants to go from this stop to this stop, it has to go down, loop, and then come over and get in. But depending on where resources are coming in to one of these cargo rocket silos, it's more than likely going to do weird shit anyways, so whatever. Alright, so now we can grab this, and I did see that the spaceship structural integrity finished. So now we can actually throw a roboport in there, which is going to be really exciting. I just need to make sure that I take off the log bots from there before I land somewhere, because last time I went to Navis with the roboport, all my log bots immediately left. I was left with 0 log bots in my system, or my spaceship system, once that was done. Hey, look at that, 100. We got an extra 100. Alright, let's throw this guy in. Where are you? There you are. Then we can throw in our log and construction. Nice. Could throw in the repair packs now, because that's going to stay in there. Which is very exciting. That leaves us a bit of space for some other stuff. How many we got here? 50? Okay. I'm actually going to take this with me. Oh wait, never mind. Right. Now I'm going to take this with me. And let's go get our life support canisters cleaned. That should come in and take from us at any point. There we go. Drops it in. And should already have brought me my extra. Yep, I'm down to 200 again. How much is in here? Oh, we got a stack of 50 and an 8, so we got 50. That's not too bad. Plus these 2 here as well. So I'll have 60 in here, which is not too bad. That's the cool thing about a lot of the life support canisters, is that they just recycle themselves. It makes me very, very happy, because it means that we don't have to make any more once they get spent. So I do want to eventually, I might actually go back down to Navis soon-ish. Oh, the stone's packing up. Well, it's because the stone train over there is unloading at the Vulcanite spot. Yeah, I do want to go back eventually, just to get rid of the used up cells and get some new cells. But the as far as this should last for was it 333 hours, I think. I did the math on this. So having 2 chests full of fuel cells, a little bit less because one of these slots has to be saved for used up cells. This is going to slowly populate as the cells get used, which is quite nice. I do like that feature. Well, that feature, more like that setup for it. That being said, yes, so that's going to last quite a long time, the fuel cells. As for the water, I haven't calculated a direct exact number. But with just the water coming from here, only the biochem. Also, this thing has 2 efficiency modules to make it use up way less energy. Yeah, having the biochem. Oh, yeah, I can throw down 2 more laser turrets now. Nice. Having the biochem only producing water. I think it lasted for, was it like 20 something minutes of flight time? It's not too much, but that's not taking into account. Well, like that's at max power capacity being used, of course, but that's not taking into account the water being recycled, which maybe lasts about twice as long. But that's based off of, I think, 1 chest of water ice. I don't know if I calculated 2 chests of water ice. I don't know what the exact numbers are on that. You're gonna have to, might have to figure that out. I'm not quite sure. Shame I can't put a, imagine you put productivity in this, you just produce more water per water ice. That's insane. Yeah, in the meantime, let's actually throw down, I'm gonna throw down 2 more roboport, 2 more laser turrets here, because I do actually need them. They are very useful to have. Yeah, it's going to be draining my batteries a little bit more as we fly around, but having the extra defense here against the meteorites will be really nice. Or not meteorites, but the asteroids will be really nice. Now that the spaceship integrity is nice and high up, this is really, really cool. It's very exciting. Because, like, to make the original design that I had here, I was trying to cut down as much as possible, hence the wings cut out here. There's nothing there. I had to scramble for as much space as possible. It was really quite something. And then adding in this steam to combine the 2 steams for all of these to pull from. Even then we still have a deficit of steam production, but just combining this with this little line here was made me get rid of, I think, the roboport or something like that. Actually, like, took up integrity, which is a real pain in the ass, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. And only in hindsight did I actually add up the top up here, because before this was just connected straight, but this would make it so that the water here would just overfill and it would block up the condenser turbines. So it was a lot of work getting everything to just be where it is now. It's you know, I'm not taking it for granted. I put a lot of work into actually designing this spaceship. But I could actually afford to probably put down a couple more chests here now. Oh, yes I can. That is great. Always good to have more storage. Ooh, yes. Even better. Alright. So a fun thing we can do here is when we run out of, like, or we get low on water ice, we can just travel to an asteroid belt that has water ice, and then just mine it with the bots and stuff, and just have that automatically delivered in. Which I've done before. It's really fun. Like, that's how I ended up filling up this one over here. It's really cool being able to do that. I really appreciate it. I do want to end up probably filling this up with solid rocket fuel, just because it's going to be really good to have that ability to potentially make liquid rocket, depend on, like, you know, almost no matter where I am. That being said, it's kind of a one-way trip. Like, I would probably go from, like, if I leave a surface like Nauvis, which is, I don't know how much it's going to be now, but it's going to be pretty expensive. Last time it was like 400 something gigajoules. So yeah, it was pretty costly. Not gonna lie, it was a little terrifying just how much that cost me, because that's what screwed me over, and I needed to put down a spare tank there. But in terms of in terms of that, it'd be like leaving a surface, coming back to Calidus orbit, refueling, and then leaving from there, with turning on and off the rocket engine thrusters as needed, of course. Rocket engine thrusters? No, it's just rocket engines. Whatever. Oh yeah, it's not too bad. All right, so a blueprint I want to make today is actually turning all this heavy oil we have here into liquid rocket fuel, because I don't really want to depend on pulling from here, and this way it'll be universal. So later on, if we make even more heavy oil that we want to get rid of, we can just send it to the block, and that will produce liquid rocket fuel. So that'll be nice. Plus, it consumes this, which is good because we don't need it. Yeah, pretty much. But if we do need heavy oil, which I know we will need at some point, just to break down into light oil, petroleum, and all that shebang, then I guess it'll go based off of how full something is. Actually, in that regard, what we could do... Well, yeah, on second thought, what we could do is we can actually have an oil processing block that will produce liquid rocket fuel, petroleum, and light as well, if we need light for anything. I don't know if we'll need light for anything, but we can have that on a train. That's not too bad. I think that's probably a reasonable idea to do. What do we need? Copper low, iron low. Okay. Go to Navis. I want to go to here. Yep. Let's go iron plate landing pad, copper plate landing pad. That should take care of that. What do we got over here? Stuff's being damaged. No surprise. Oh shit, that's actually not good. Where's the spot? Here we go. Yes, I did manage to link this up to the Repairatron on Navi, so I can just ship that over. This one's still here, my other bot. Yeah, this area was getting really attacked for some reason. I don't know why. It was frankly fucking annoying. So I'm very happy that I just cleaned that. I have that going. Let's come over here and repair this wall. But yeah, these Spidertrons are phenomenal. I've never really used them to this degree. As in, I've never used them before, period. Like, I tend to start vanilla games, test out certain concepts, and then just, like, leave. I don't really play, like, full games. Not too much, like I used to a lot, but not too many anymore. So yeah, that is really cool to be able to mess around with Spidertrons to this degree. Especially, like, I haven't looked at the gantries and stuff, but it seems really cool. Like, you can just have, like, the Spidertrons come in, be fitted with whatever you need them to be fitted with, and then just automatically chucked onto, like, a rocket or something, and then moved into space, which is frankly quite awesome. Like, I think it's pretty well designed in that regard. So you don't even have to be in a location to do stuff, which is pretty cool. Let's see, things get repaired. I'll repair packs on you, right? Yeah, 83. Fun, dude. Alright, well, maybe I'll repair this. Oof, yeah, that got pretty damaged. Yeah, they're getting hit over here because if they come in over here, then they can just shoot across the water. I might actually fill this up just to create a solid wall there, which should help against that case. They really don't want to repair this wall. All right, whatever. Be like that. Ooh. That's not good. Yeah, I like having this on the remote now, because I don't have to worry too much about making sure that I can go and find it, essentially, because like I had to repair something originally, and I was like, oh, I don't know where the fuck this bot is. I was like, I don't know where this Spidertron is. That's awful. So at least now we can have that going, and we don't have to worry. Just automatically linked. Let's see, I want to go here. Yes, repair? No? This rock damaged? Okay, yeah, the rock's damaged. Alright, I guess I'll just leave it here. It'll eventually repair. Right, okay, so... Oh boy. Here we go. We're gonna do... Wait, what is this? Oh, this is... Yeah, okay, this is a ship docking. I also use that for making the ship, because I wanted to see, like, how large it would be when essentially put into the docking area, so I had built it around that, which is really nice. The accessibility for having seven long junction pipes here is just so that we can pull off of the ion stream and the rocket fuel basically at any point. So depending on like how you're having your fuel inputted, if it's from like the bottom, the top, or the sides, then you can just park on whichever side you need, any one of the quadrants that you need, and then be able to pull in fuel, which is quite nice. Right, so I wanted to pull out the blank. Let me just load this a little bit. So we're gonna do, yeah, let's do heavy oil and then just crack it down to all the products. And I think I'm gonna pull out the 9-stop or the 12-stop block on top of this. Okay, I just want to make sure that all of these are actually here, because this one was also missing one of these, the rail chains, and that's actually what caused me to kind of panic and go through every... Oh, let's see right here. God damn it. Okay, that one's fine. See how good it is to actually spot this? Because holy shit. I was missing a signal there. That is terrible. But that's exactly what happened, actually. But like I had to load up like all the other blueprints that we had that were using this block design and made sure that that signal was there. That's awful. Okay, let me save this now. Is that part of... Oh, I think this 12 is also missing. Damn it. That's not good. Ah. I need to explore a little down here so I can actually paste the block. There we go. That's so fucking annoying. I thought I had fixed this, but apparently I did not. No, yeah, this one's fixed. Okay. Yeah, I guess maybe it was just the blank then, the blank testing area. Because, like, honestly, there's no way I'd paste all of this. The only reason I have it is just because, of course, the mall, which we need land, or scaffolding. But just in general, I wouldn't be throwing this down. A lot of scaffolding, and it already took me a long fucking time to fill up the mall. Like I stayed up really late at night making sure the scaffolding was getting made so I could make that. All right, so this thing, yeah, this thing's good to go. Maybe at some point I'll set up the blocks to have scaffolding down the middle so we can walk around with the Spidertron, because the Spidertron's not going to get hit by trains. It goes technically like above trains, so make sure not to get hit by them, but we can just be able to walk down the like from block to block, because right now we have the only way we can walk from block to block is it's really dumb. It's basically just like making stepping stones. Like right here I had to make these to be able to walk from essentially coming out of my ship to the mall area, and then even from the mall area, like right here, there's nothing, so you have to kind of float over to here to use the Spidertron. And then from here, there's some scaffold. There's some here, so we can just walk down and then do this really dumb thing. Yeah, I don't like that at all. I would prefer to actually have a path here, which would be nice, like all down the middle. Would be like just scaffolding. Yeah, it would be expensive, but in the long run, it means that we can technically walk anywhere, including, I think we can also path too if we do that. Let me see, where's my... Here it is. Like here I can technically path, yeah. So it would be able to actually path. I think I can still do... Let me see. I don't know if it'll take that into account. Let me try this. Okay, I can't actually path to that. Because it says no path, yeah. But here there's pathings that all connects. Ah, well. But yeah, so essentially that would allow for being able to... if it runs down the middle, even if it doesn't connect into the block, as long as all of this is filled, then we could technically go from here to, like, I don't know, like over here in this corner, and it would automatically path on what's available, which is nice. That'll be probably for the future when we have a bit more production for scaffolding. Like, as it stands right now, I have to baby it a little bit, which is really annoying because we don't have, like, that much production going on. This stone here is a little intriguing. Also, yes, I did expand this to be 6 loading on each side, which is nice. It does mean that, yeah, there's no way it's even going to fill up. Like, there's no way that this one belt is enough for 6. But it does mean that there's more storage, which is always good. I'm going to bring the stone chest, the stone train back down. Here it is. So we can just refill it. Yeah, look at that. It goes so fast. Fantastic. And that'll allow it to pull all of the stone here that's filling up the pulverizers. But once all of this starts going, and this is more or less going to be supplementary. So once all of this starts going, this should always be empty, essentially. All of these should always be empty, which will be nice. Especially if we're going to make some pyroflux, which we do have currently right now, but like we're not really using it to the degree that we probably could be. Yeah, this is actually officially dead here. The maglev fluids are really nice because they're 100k a piece. Which, yeah, it holds a huge buffer internally. It says 200 for 2 wagons. But for here, it works out fine because the booster tanks are 100k, and so the train coming in can actually hold 200k, which is enough for 2 booster tanks. So that's the only advantage at the moment in terms of like close to a 1-to-1 in terms of like, okay, like 1 full wagon is basically going to come in and fill up 1 booster tank. So 2 fluid wagons can fill up 2, and then the third one, well, it's going to be like another trip, but yeah, and then the same thing with all of this. But I want to keep all of this to just be like maglev status storage. Yeah, it's going to be more and take longer to fill and stuff like that, but it also means it's going to take longer to empty out, which means that production can carry on for a little bit longer. And then if you have enough of it going around, then it kind of takes care of itself. And that is just me stalling because I don't really want to do oil production or oil processing, but we have to get it done. Okay, so depending on how this is going to be set, I think oil processing is done in biochems in space. If I remember correctly, yeah, it is. Oh god. I don't use a lot of beacons, but I might use beacons just for productivity. I mean, for efficiency, because these can kind of get expensive at 3.1 megawatts, and if you have like 300 of these, whew, that is not cheap. Yes, in my previous builds, I did not use beacons. All of this is non-beaconed, non-moduled. So they are pretty costly when they're all running, but we also have a block of solar, so I'm not too concerned. I can always throw down another if I need to. That being said, for certain things I really do want to save want to save on energy. Like, dude, like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna put down particle accelerators and not put efficiency modules, because 103 megs a piece. Holy hell, dude. These things get expensive if you're running a whole assembly line with them. All right, so back to biochems. So if we do, let's see. Oh wait, no, it's gonna have to be cracking, huh? Oh, we could also produce lube here. I would like to do this recipe, honestly, cyanide slush to heavy oil, just to get more lube out of it. And I think once we bring in and produce cyanide slush, this will be possible. If anything, I could actually also produce cyanide slush on the spot. So we just need to bring in, what the hell is it for cyanide slush? It's like oh, cyanide rod and sulfuric. Okay, so I could have a train drop off cyanide rods. Oh right, that needs to do with this, right? That's getting pretty fucking confusing. Well, not confusing, but very, like, pain in the ass. I mean, we do have the space for it. It's just, if we're, depending on how many things we're producing here, one block, what I'm considering is that this whole area, this whole train block here is going to be bring in heavy oil, get light petroleum and rocket fuel, I think, or light and petroleum, and then just have from the light and petroleum another block that just produces rocket fuel. Because rocket fuel is we need solid rocket, of course, like no duh. And what is that done in? That's done in the fuel processor, right? Yeah, this guy. Oh, I do have rubber. Oh, we can also do solid rocket. Or we can just do this, but that's going to require a lot of water. Also produce some scrap, but the scrap can be recycled. It's 10% chance. So that can be sent back into the recycler, which can then produce, again, copper plates. So this is not that bad of an idea for space. We just need a lot of water. Which is not really the best. But at 500 seconds, let me see. Oh god. Let's say I put in 100 machines, right? That's awful. That's a million. Oh my god. That's a million water, 2 million water per second, dude. That's awful. No, that is not a good recipe. It's solid if you're not like you know, worried about certain things, but no. We could do the Pyroflux one. That one's not too bad. It's also 1 second. Provided we're also producing enough coal and Pyroflux to make it worthwhile, which we might. That does mean that we don't have to worry about using up oils here, which is pretty good. You know what? I think I might set up a I might set up this block to drop off heavy oil and just produce liquid rocket. Oh, we need fucking water. I didn't even think of that. Ah, shit. I forgot about the water. Okay, well, we can bring in water ice. So we're gonna have to do this recipe to unpack the water ice, essentially. So melt the water ice, get water, do heavy to light, and then from light we can do solid fuel. And also the solid rocket, and then from there just take the solid rocket and make liquid rocket. Yeah. This is pretty chill. Tropical breeze. Alright, so in that case, I think this is going to be cleared out. This is going to be heavy oil. This is going to be water. I don't think we're going to be using any of these side stations, so I can get rid of that. Actually, I'm very positive we're not going to use any of these side stations. Get rid of you as well. So let me just set this up to be rail chains, or rail signals rather. There we go, just so I don't have to think about it. And this is one of the perks of keeping this one empty, is that depending on the blueprint, that can slot in what signal type it needs. Alright. And then we're just going to have, depending on how much we're producing, which might not even be that much, to be honest, I might just do the one train stop. Because if we do remember, it's also going to be a maglev, so it's going to be 100k, or 200k storage. I don't think we're going to be able to have enough for 3 trains of production. I highly doubt it. I may be wrong, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, whatever, I'll just leave that as is. Okay, so this is going to be heavy. This is going to be water ice. Water ice, unload. We'll do liquid rocket fuel. I do love building blueprints. It is incredibly, incredibly fun. Well, at least to me anyways. Hopefully you guys are finding this enjoyable as well. Some solid ideas for the future, whatever, depending on what you're doing. Okay. Now for the unloads, I want to do this guy that I usually like to do as well. Right, that's 4 trains. I'm gonna have to actually make real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make one real quick. Okay, that's fine. It's just gonna be something like this. There we go. 2 tanks. Each, like so, and then this is going to just be, like that. I need to actually blueprint this because I never do, and I end up regretting it later. Just because I hate making it by hand every time. Okay. Let's just do this. Yeah, there we go. I don't need the tiles. Fluid unload. And then for loading, it's just in reverse. I'll just put that in regular blueprint here. You have the spaceship blueprints now. That's the version, the simple one, V1, the little solar sailor, and then our nuclear powered, which I can now re-blueprint again, since we actually have the ability to put in the everything. I know for a fact the batteries are going to drain quicker because of these guys. I might throw down a couple more batteries here, like close up some of these walls and throw down some batteries. It's not a bad idea. Just to throw down, like, you know, at least one more on each side here, just to make up for whenever these guys are shooting, because we added an extra 2 laser turrets. That it is going to start putting a strain on the electrical grid in here. I took into account that these guys are 10 megawatts a piece, plus how much this thing is going to be pulling, plus how much essentially 3 turrets it was at the time. So yeah, then that was cutting it pretty close. But now I have to take into account Roboport as well, and also some extra tourists. So I will end up filling that in, but not right now. Okay. So this needs to be unpacked. I still don't know exactly what the ratios are going to be, if I'm very honest. This input schematic here is gross. I think I'll... Oh no, it still has water on that side. That's so inefficient. In that case, I might swap these two. Just to kind of like make it so the water goes and then goes into it like this. Keep it very simple. Yeah, okay, let's move this over. Whatever. Here, just copy. As is usually the case, the oh no, water ice. As is usually the case, the inputs on facilities like this, fluid inputs, is usually going to determine the way that stuff is going to be set up. Bit of a shame, but you know, it is the way it is. You're going to you. I need these fucking guys to do the water ice. I could use electric boilers, but those require more energy, and they don't take... as far as I know, they don't take modules, huh? No, they don't. Okay, yeah, and these are like fucking 5 megawatts, so no thank you. I will take the time now to put in 2 efficiency modules. I just need this to not use as much power. I don't care about the speed. I can make up for that in sheer numbers, but I do give a shit about how much power this takes up. You're going to make solid fuel. Wait, is it the same amount for each of these? It's 10. That's 20. Yeah, no, I want to do it. And then also I need another one. For, how much do you use? 1 megawatt? I guess I could have this thing using up less power as well. We're gonna use up a lot of fucking tier 1 modules. Thankfully, these are really cheap to make. Like 15.15, super cheap. You are going to make solid rocket. Oh, and then I need another one. You're going to make liquid rocket. And yeah, I think I'm going to throw efficiency mod on here. So from 1 megawatt down to essentially 233 kilowatts. That is huge. What's the lowest one? So this is... Okay, so it goes 40, 60, the 100 one, but that's down. That's deep down. Yeah, it's processing cryonites. Yeah, and I'd rather just stick with throwing on 2 efficiency ones and calling it a day. Okay, so depending on how much is this using? 60 water per second. It's making 1,600. Okay, so I can officially afford 26 of these, or one of these, and that's producing 1,560 light oil. Now, that being said, how much is this using up? $1,920. No, it was 1,000. How much was this? 1,560. Okay, 1,560. 1,560. Ah, here it is. 1,560. That is 52. Wait. Oh no, this is not right. It's not a 1-to-1, I forgot about that. Right, I need to find the ratio between these two. Oh, fuck, that's right. Yeah, I forgot that eats 10. This produces 2, so I actually need 5 of these. 1, 2... You know what, here, let me... Yeah, whatever. 1, 3, 4, 5... Oops. Here, take, no, just modules. I know I can throw it on post. It's not really a big deal. Okay, so this now should be... Oops. This now should be a 0 sum. Yep. Okay, now I can do... Yeah, so this, and then I want to consume 1,560. So 14 machines. And we are left over with some spare light, which is totally fine. That's producing 14 per second. That's not bad. How much are you eating per second? 1. So I can officially afford 14 of these. Just 700 per second. Okay, that's actually a decent amount. What was the ratio on this again? 14. So 14. This one here was... $26, right? We had said 26. 26. 26 plus 14. Wait, no, that's right. It's a multiplier. I forgot about that. So that's 26. This one was times 14, right? We had said it was times 14. Whoa. That's 70. 14. Total of 84 machines. 84 plus 26. 26 plus 1. So 111 machines to produce 700 per second. These will fit. Biochems will be fine. I'm pretty sure. The water is fine. That's just 1. That's so cheap. The only thing is... these are going to be a little bit hefty on space. Alright, so let's cut this guy and put it over here, just so I know that that's producing water. Let's do the cracking first. And we said we needed... I don't know why this doesn't actually, like, paste down properly. Frankly, fucking annoying. Anyways, whatever. We needed 26 of this, right? As for the heavy oil input on this, I'm concerned it's based on the water production at this point. Yeah, so we can move this over. Let's see, we copy. This is going to be put in the middle. I might do something like this for input. No, I think I'm going to do it on the sides. Yeah, I'll just do it on the sides. It's 1 water in or 2 water in? How much is this one going to be inputting? You need 80 per second. Okay, so I might want to do 2 heavy oil, 1 water. Okay. Then this is going to be a what? Was this a length 7? Oh, no, it's a little bit longer than a length 7. But I can't do 9 because the 9 is... it doesn't actually have a connector in the middle. That's how I screwed myself last time. I could do a 3, 5? 5. I could do a 5 here. That's fucking dumb. No, we're just gonna do a 7. And then pad it on both sides. That's totally fine. Okay, so copy. I need to do input on the side. I don't want this to interfere. I don't think the outputs here are going to interfere with the inputs. I'm not quite sure about that. I might have to leave a gap. If I do, I can put a 3 here instead of having 2 space pipes. It's not a bad idea. It's already 4, right? Yeah, let's look at that. And then if we need to, we can always shrink that down. So I'm going to put a 3. Which means I'm going to put a 3 here because, you know, symmetry. Okay, so that's 4. That's 8. 16. 24. We need to do what, 26? Yeah, 26. Let's just... We can get rid of this bottom one because we don't need it. Okay, that's not too bad. We could potentially afford, depending on how much space this takes up, we could afford to make 2 of these, 2 rows of this, and just throw down another biochem for water. That is totally possible. How much are you eating per second in terms of water ice? 16. That is not a lot. Okay, so we have this base. This one here then is going to, if we do that, then this is not going to come out of one pump. This is a 12,000 per second, but I want to know how much this uses per second. This is 2,800 per second. Okay, so it's not too bad. Or 2,080 per second. I think that's enough for one pipe. If not, I can always just do this and just have these connect like this or whatever. This is what, a 5. Just put a 5. We could do that and then run 1 on each row, which I think I might do if we do 2 of these. But in the meantime, let's set up the fuel refinery to rocket, solid rocket. Because these are going to be the most expensive things here. So you need light. Oh yeah, actually here, let's for now. Oh, I fucking hate that they don't do that. Paste it. Cause I can have one. Oh, if we do this, right? What's the length on this? This is a, what is that? 7? Oh, it's 9. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say because we can afford to. Oh, we still can. We can do this, and have the tanks directly input in with like something like this. That's not bad. Not a bad idea if we need to. If not, in the meantime, we can have just the one feeding in from both. I'll leave that like that for now. Honestly, we can just get away with 1 stack inserter, but if you're using 12 per second, I think I need 2 of them. Oh no, I can get away with 1. Oh right, there's no recipe. We said we needed 1,560. Oh wait, no. This here needs, in total, needs to take into account 14. Okay, so we need 70. So it's a 5-to-1. Okay, yeah, honestly, I'm better off keeping this with this group. So let's do that, because then I can just do them in sets of 5-to-1. And I don't know if I want to do it like that or like this. It's not too bad to do it constantly. And we do have a gap here. We could actually pull out on the side, which I did not think about until right now, and that's not a bad idea. I have to take into account an input here, so let's take into account how we're going to bring the water and stuff. Yeah, let's do this. And that's pretty solid. Okay, I'm gonna make a couple of these and then just paste. Which means that heavy oil is going to be to 3s. So I want to be able to combine. Oh no, I do that. That's a shame. And it's gonna be like this though. This is too expensive. This will combine here. We're doing 2 of these, right? Oh wait, I can just throw a 3 here. Save on piping. Okay, and then this is going to be the same here. You have, where's the single? There you go. And then this is going to be combined. Where's that? Like a 7? Oh, it is. That's hilarious. Should be able to get away with this. Yeah, there we go. And then for this side, it's just going to be flipped, right? Yeah. I might do a bespoke thing on that side, but as it stands, it's not too bad. I'll just leave that as is. No deal. Yeah, and then in the mean, so if we have another row, then here this can go underneath. Like, you know, like that, and then just combine into that. So we could prep that with 7 like this. Just want to make sure it doesn't actually interact. Or we could do a 9, really. Yeah, we could do a 9 and then just do like, you know, this and just have that join in. But that will be if we decide to do a second row. I still need to do this first. I don't want to go too crazy with it yet. Okay, so we need this times, what was it, 17? Oh, 14. So 14 of this. I'm going to more than likely do this horizontally. And probably feed from top. Wait, I could just... Ugh, I hate that it makes me do this shit. It's... No, you are not that. You were solid rocket. Okay, so for this we could do what, 5s? Yeah, 5s is not bad. That's going to feed right into there, and then this is going to offload. How much is this producing? 2 per second, right? Yeah, we could do... I think an inserter's fast enough for this. 2.5, I don't quite know. Here, let's test this out. I'm going to just void the output here. No, just void. And I'm going to put a... pipes here. You're just going to produce light oil. I'm going to just do this real quick. And this. Oh, did we research the last inserter capacity bonus? We did. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Oh, wait, here we go. Okay, that makes sense why this can now move 3. That's huge. Okay, that definitely keeps up with it then. Yeah, I was wondering that because before I was unloading with stack inserters and it finally matched the amounts that I was talking about. Yeah, so now 4 of these are actually going to be doing a 45 per second, which is nice. A little bit more than 45, but... Or 2 of these, rather. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so that does actually catch up. So that's good. Select that and select this. Clear this line. I don't want to deal with it. So that means we can do this. You need how much? You need 10, right? So I'm just gonna put a stack inserter here though. Let's say like that, and then you're just gonna output like this. We need, so we do 14 of these rows. I think I'm gonna double down. I'll do something like, you know, put 2 of these groups together. In fact, I might even flip it so that the 2 solid rockets are right next to each other. And then these can feed into like their own line that goes down. It's not a bad idea. Just to keep some symmetry, but also to like have the number of rows. Yeah, half the number of rows, but increase in essentially the column density. Oh, this is gonna be even though. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Fucking hate having to actually place this. Okay, and this can go like this. Not a fan of this, sadly, because that means I have to do this and it eats one of my lanes. Or it eats space just to do that. So I think just for this case, I'm going to make an exception and actually move this a little closer. I can kind of offset this actually by just doing that. And it looks like it's in the middle, you know? Okay, and then this is 2. But we only need 7 more. If we do, it's like this, but we need to have the gap. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think I can afford 7 more rows, which means you can double down here and then put down more fuel refineries. Hence why I wanted to do this in the first place. That'll produce 1,400 liquid rocket fuel per second. Which, considering when you have 200k divided by 1,400, it's gonna take 142 seconds. If we divide that again by 60, gives us 2.3 minutes to fill the whole thing. I think that was what we had come up with. Let me see. Oh no, it's 1,540. Never mind. No, it is 700. Yeah. That's what I was looking at. There we go. Yeah, so that's 1,400 for 2. Gives us 2.3 minutes, 2.38 minutes to fill a whole liquid rocket train, or a whole fluid wagon. Two fluid wagons. Okay. In that case, we gotta move this up then. What? Oh, this is so dumb. I can actually scoot it up even more if I choose to go undergrounds here in between, because we can totally just wrap. Well, no, never mind. I take that back. Well, no, actually, we could, if we scoot this over again, we could afford to put an underground and just keep passing it, so it's even closer, but not really the end of the world there. Okay, all of this should take up way less power. Then, I don't know if I want to put this one here, or are we going to put it at the bottom? So I can make an extra, was it 27 machines? $400. That's 800. I just want to know the base numbers here. 1,000. Let's see. I can do what? Is it 3 more? I think. Ugh, fucking ghosts. Wait, that's not right. 3 more. There we go. Only, wait, what? Only 1,300? What are you making? I'm making 28. Okay, I don't know why. Yeah, I had 27. Jeez. Yeah, it's supposed to be 1,400. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. And depending on where this is going to be, it's going to determine more or less the train stop. But since I'm doubling down on this, which is now eating 3,080, and this is producing 1,560. Yeah, I should be able to just double this. Not quite sure exactly if that's going to be where it is, but let's check numbers. Oh, right. I forgot that that actually ends up producing more. Yeah, so we do make some spare light oil. But all in all, this is what we're doing here. That means I need 2 of these. Ooh, I gotta make sure that these do not interact. I might have to move the these guys down a bit. So all in all, we're eating 4,180 heavy oil per second. We are eating and producing 3,000, or producing 3,200 water per second, but we're eating 3,120. That's nice because we have a spare there. And also same thing for light oil. We're eating 3,080 per second, but we're making 3,120 per second. And that's going to a zero sum, eating 32 water ice per second and making, in general, 1,400 liquid rocket fuel. Very nice. Now, if we bring in our tanks, our 2 tanks of 200k, we divide that by, here, let me put these in parentheses early so I can take it to the account. 4,160, and divide again by 60. It's going to take, oh, never mind. It's going to take 48 seconds to empty out both of those. To empty out both 200k tanks. And I am going to have each one of these, this one go to this one, and this one go to this double set. So we're gonna have to arrange that. Thankfully, this is heavy oil here, which means this is also heavy oil, and we can just kind of pour that around. I might do a 15 here, like 2 15s or something. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure on the final details about that. First thing I should worry about, though, is bringing water. The 2 water biochems here, I think I will merge them together and then bring 2 lines. Just so that if one drains, another one's here. And I think I will also put a storage tank. Just to store water. So that if water ice doesn't come, we have some spare water. Which I don't really ever store water, but in this case, water is not infinite in this regard. Like, it is based off of input coming in. So I do want to take that extra step and properly store it. Fucking annoying. Is there not a I guess I could have bots doing this shit. Oh, well. Whatever. Okay, so in that case, this can be moved... Oh, wait, no. I do need to set up the proper setup for this fuel refinery. These guys can actually move here. Ugh. Wait, what? Did I just undo something? No, I didn't. Okay, I don't even know. Because it doesn't undo exactly the way that you would think it would. Sometimes it just deletes shit, which is really annoying. Okay, so I'm gonna just do... So for this, I'm gonna do the basic shtick of solid rocket fuel come down middle, and then liquid point on each side. Like this. I don't know why it lets me do this, but I can't do it with this. Oh, I can. Why are you so fucking weird to deal with? Oh yeah, I can just ghost. You're eating 1 per second? Yeah, okay, so then just one of these is enough. And we do have to take into account power before I forget, but and then it'll get rolled out. It's a 5, yes. I love these space pipes, these long junctions. I wish they existed in vanilla. Well, or as like a mod. There's a lot of stuff in space exploration that I wish was a standalone mod, because for sure I would fucking use it. Like, no doubt would I actually use some of this stuff. It's really good. And then this is what, a 7? I'm probably gonna be a 9. Oh no, it's actually like a 15. Oh, you bastard, it's just below 15. I think it's enough for a 3 though on each side. Oh, yeah, whatever. Barely out of it. Oh wait, 9s don't have an connector in the middle. 7s do. Okay, then these will be 5s. I love it. And I'm probably gonna do storage here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fuck, I lost track. We have 14 lanes. How much are you making per second? 2 per second. So in total, we are making. Huh, that's not even a fucking base belt. All right, I'm just gonna merge everything down to 1 then. Shit, let's keep it simple. Do this. Do this. Ooh, we gotta bang a song. Nice. Okay, now I can copy this. Fucking Jun Chikuma, man. She is incredible. Alright. Yeah, this is more than enough. I was thinking I have to do like this whole elaborate balancing thing, and I really don't need to, which is fucking nice. I will have to move it because the water's still here, but apart from that, this is going to be way more compact down here than I would have to worry about. And I think I am going to actually put it on the middle one here. Just this middle guy. Because it's the only stop, so fuck it. Really? Oh, that's inconvenient. Do that. Alright, fine. Let's move you. Of course I need to do this again. There we go. Now we can have our stop for loading, which is going to be the same as the unload, so I can just do this. Except you're going to be facing the other direction, so it's going to be... liquid rocket fuel load. This is just going to stay generic like this, so if we have another block doing liquid rocket fuel, it can just pick up from whichever one. Then you're going to be pointing inwards. You're going to be pointing inwards. In fact, I don't even need this here. I can just do the classic, this. And I'm not a big fan of merging these, but I'm going to merge the lines. It's not necessarily a good idea, but whatever. This just means that it can pull, this one here can pull from over here. This wagon's full. It's kind of awful. I wouldn't really recommend it. But I do it because I can. Because I don't really care too much. I'm going to keep this as close as possible. This is not too bad. Ah, look at that. He is joining. Ooh. We did get Spaceship Integrity 3, which is really nice. Gonna be AFK? Yeah, no problem. Is not a worry. I might do this here. Of course, that doesn't fit. Game. I should just move it up by 1. Fuck it here. Let's move it up by 1. Dude, I said cut. Oh, maybe I said copy. Me and the copy paste, man. There we go. It's kind of awful, but whatever. This works fine because this is gonna load into this, and then this will just be like a weird little buffer that'll split into that. Okay, so that's fine. Now we can bring this down. I'm gonna move all of this. Be a little bit more in line with where this is gonna be. Scoot all of this over, probably like this. I'm sure that gives the water up here some space. Oh, that yeah, it gives it some room. Not too bad. I might actually move it down a bit more. Yeah, that's a bit better. We have these. This is going to be moved now over to kind of center with that a little bit. So let's do that. Pretty good. I like that. Making good use of our space here. Water will be stored, so that is going to go... Let's do a pump here. I don't have to. In fact, it's probably not even necessary. Actually, you know what? Let's do... Ah, yeah. Okay, fine. Just out of reach. But yeah, I do want to store water, just in general. It's good to have. Just so that if we run out of water ice, at least we'll have some water that we can pull from. As for this, I might actually do this. Get our 2 lines here. Oh wait, I don't need to put that there. I can just do like a 15 or something. Yeah, very solid. What is this gonna be like? Oh, never mind. There we go. You. Okay, water's gonna be on this inner line. I'm gonna do this for now because this one's gonna be continuing. This is gonna be the water line, so let's do what, a 9? That's not bad. Probably get it with a 3 here at the end too. Ah, damn. There. Oh, actually a pump is a pretty good idea here. This is not a bad idea. Oh, I need to also bring water to the other side too. Shit, I might actually move this whole thing down a little bit. I feel like this is a bad idea. I don't know, I just got a hunch. How close can these get? You? I'll leave it as is for now. I feel like that's a bad idea though. Whatever. Alright, okay, so yeah, all of this is gonna be moved down. Because I need to take into account that this needs to then continue to feed on this side. This one can then feed on this side and this side. Yeah, and then all the heavy oil is going to be coming in underground and then just fit into each one of these pumps. Oh wait, I already have this. I don't need... Did I do that down? Ah, okay, I see. I could actually just do... I'd just do this. Instead of doing this, the other way of doing it is you could just do this. Oop. This will feed into the 2, which is honestly horrible. So I'm not going to do that, but yeah, that's... yeah, whatever. Designs. Alright, yeah, I do want to... Let me just get rid of this and move all of this down. Yeah, the spaceship integrity finished. Number 3 finished. Virtual integrity 3. So I threw in the RoboPort, which is nice. Let me see if I can get this. That's gonna go just over to here. This one is gonna have to go over to this side. I'm gonna match that, that's fine. Okay, so this was a 9. You said that it was a 9? With a pump? And then it fed down. I might actually throw a 7 here. Yeah. So this can go here, and then we can do another 15. Getting sick, I lost my voice. No, yeah, that's why yesterday I didn't stream, because it was actually worse yesterday. That and I had a bunch of other shit to do, but yeah, essentially I was just like, yeah, I want to like just rest or something. Is that a 5? Oh, this is a 5. Okay. Gives me a little bit of a gruff voice. Okay, I need to remember that this is heavy oil. But it's not too bad if I get a little close to the mic. Hello everybody and welcome back to the podcast. Some people should not have a podcast. They really should just not have a podcast. They shouldn't be allowed to. Awful. Fuck. That actually doesn't come up to where I want it to be. I do want to stick a pump here like I did last time there, so I think I'll get away with a little bit smaller. Was this a 7? Oh, hell yeah, 7 works. Sympathetic migraine? Oh, fuck, dude, I'm sorry. Can I get away with, yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, because I can't do a 5. Okay. That's that taken care of. Now we need to do the heavy oil. Yeah, no, for real. Most people shouldn't have a podcast. Awful. It means I don't need that junction. I don't even know why that's up there. Ooh, this is where I could afford to scooch these a little closer. Might not be a bad idea. Scoot it by 1. Or I could leave it as is, it's not a big deal. This here, each one of these junctions is going to pipe over to this junction here, which is going to then pipe out, and that's how we're going to feed all of these guys with light oil. Which is also going to all be connected. Now that I'm thinking about it. Like, this is going to have, was it 7s? Ah, yeah. Oh, nah, fucking like, nah, it's not 7s, but basically. And then all that's going to be feeding into these pipes down here, which we already agreed was going to be 9s. Yeah, that leaves enough space for an underground. Like that. It's all going to feed into these guys. I do want to do the heavy oil first, just so I don't have to think about it or see it. Wait, no, that's... Is that a 3? That's a 3. Ah, no, it's not. That's a 3. Let's do... I'm gonna do a pump going into both of these. I don't want to do a pump like this, because it's going to feed it all weird. I think I should be able to get away with... No. Oh, I need to have at most a 7 in the middle here. Because these does have to have a junction in the middle. I could probably get away with what, another 7 or 9? Oh, okay, 9. Oh, nice. Actually, that worked out perfect. I could not have done better myself. Cool, okay. And that's gonna be the same thing on this side. Because symmetry. Except I can put an actual pipe here. Yeah. Wait, what's the length of this? 7? Yeah, just do that. This one here is gonna be what, a 5? What if I do? I think we tried a 5, right? Oh no. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm using undergrounds for basically nothing here, but whatever. It does save me on pipe in the long run. Okay, so that is now all connected. I don't need this one or this one. By extension, that one or this one. Now we can just connect these two. Ooh, I can throw a 3 here. Alright, there we go. I don't think I can get away with that on this side. No, I can't. I'm gonna have to just do shit. Throw a... There. If I don't do a 5, I could do a 7. I mean, if I don't do a 9, was that a 9? Yeah, if I don't do a 9, I could do a 7. Throw down a 3. I use one less pipe. Nah, I'm just gonna do the 9. Good. Because that's gonna cost, what's this cost, 7? Cost 5, yeah, fuck it. That's fine. 9, 10, sure. Yeah, stream it only goes from 9 to 15. I mean, these are the long ones, but an 11 would be pretty solid too. Eh, nitpicking. All right, so that's gonna feed into that group. This feeds into this group. That's taken care of. Output of this is going into this. That's taken care of. Output of this is going into this. That's taken care of. Now we just need to take. Oh, and the output of this is going to this. That's taken care of. So we just need to bring in the light oil over and connect that, and then we're done. Yes, I could copy paste, but at this point I'm already deep into manually doing it. And this is a 2 here, so if I want to combine, I could just join in here. Oh, I do need to do this, before I forget. Okay, I just want to make sure that I wasn't putting it in places. I'm not gonna do this bottom one. Fuck that. Okay. Take my actually paste, but reverse it. And I'm not gonna do. Yeah, I don't need to connect this side. All right, so thankfully this isn't too bad. It's just a 2, and that works out very nicely in the middle. You can almost say I planned that out, except that I didn't. And now we just do this. Oops. Don't worry, all the scaffolding will be gone once this is already set up. And I think a 15? Ooh, yeah. Not bad. That is not bad at all. It's gonna be a little weird with these connectors. I'm gonna have to manually do it, but whatever. I'm not sweating this too much. Alright, so once I want this to end up here, well, this is gonna have to be a 2, because that's just the way that this is. Means this is probably gonna be a 5. No, it's a 3. And a 1. And that didn't line up. You take 2. And what is this, a 5? Yes, sir. You take 2. I could bend it. I don't know, that's probably what I should have done here, is just bend this. How far off does it eventually get? Oh yeah, it's pretty far off. I could take the time and realign all of this. I feel like I probably should. To line each row to match in the middle there. Space Spider-Tron. It's not a bad idea. Oh, fuck, I forgot about this one. Yeah, I might actually just take the time to align this. Oh, the things I can't align. Well, this would be moved up. That stays still. This one be moved down. Let's move it down. Yeah, I know, it's just gonna come out fucking weird because it's just offset from here to here. Alright, whatever. It's not a big deal. I gotta remember to put modules in each one of these. Alright, so I think this I'll just do a little bend, to be frank. Actually, this is a what? Oh, it's still a 2, yeah. Okay, that's fine. I can get away with that. This is a little bit much here. Badly, that's as good as that pretty much gets. And then what is that? That's like a 3? Nice. Okay, that's not too bad. This one here is also a little sketch. I can probably just copy this setup though. No, not quite. Damn. Do this. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. I like the autosaves. It gives me a nice break to drink some water. Pulls me out to remind me that there's more to life. I'll do this, but I won't be able to... Oh, actually, that's fine. This is gonna be a little weird. Ooh, okay, that worked out. So Buzz Lightyear, oh my god. I don't know how to feel about this one, but sure. This is an easy connector there. Everything else we already did. Okay. It's not the most beautiful thing, but I mean, it gets the job done, so I'm not sweating it too hard. Could stuff a pump here. Just to make sure that it doesn't, like, fill up back there. I mean, it's going to eventually anyways, because of the fact that we're overproducing. By just a barely anything, but having it doubled will overproduce. Yeah, I'll just do pumps if I could. Considering I'm already halfway through, but it's also not that big a deal. It's gonna increase a little bit of the throughput, so I guess that has benefits. What the hell? When did I put a double pump there? That was weird. Alright, everything is done. Station name is named. Yep. Yep. Now we just need to do power, which thankfully with subs, it's not too difficult. In fact, there's even room here. That's great. Almost makes it seem like I planned it. Which, once again, I did not. I'll get away with there. Now we just bring this down and pushing it. Nice. Does that power everything down here? Holy shit, that does power everything down there. That's incredible. I can see the notebook. Also, yeah, because this is a 2 in the middle, I can actually just do this, which is phenomenal. Does this actually come up like perfectly? Oh no, not exactly. Damn. All right, fine. I'll just put that there. So that means that it's going to be the same thing as this one. All right, it's that one, and then this one's down here. Except it's just going to be up. Oh no, actually, this one does line up. Very nice. And then there's this one. That one lines up very nice as well. And do these connect to the network? They do, right? Yeah, okay, so that is done. I don't need to connect the middle, but I will because this needs power. And that is... Ah, come on. I'm moving it down. Boom. Now that is clean. And for the most part. Alright, cool. I think I'm pretty happy with this. So let's check production stats again. 3,200 water per second. Eats 3,120, so we will have a spare of 800, which will eventually get filled up in these storage tanks, which is nice. We are producing 3,120 light oil. We are consuming 3,080. We will have a nice surplus of that as well. Finally, we are producing 28 solid rocket, and we are consuming 28, producing 1,400 per second. Huzzah! Alright. Now we can get rid of the... all of the fucking scaffolding we're not using. Brace for impact. There we go. Very nice. And let me triple check this shit because I know that if something comes up, I'm gonna have to throw it back in here and re-edit it again. I just want to make sure these are pointing in the right direction. They are. They are. Okay. You're all pointing in the same way. Yes, you are. If we need water ice, yeah, cryo slush would be solid for that. Increasing production is gonna help out a lot. But this is just like, you know, fills up as it does. I can always go with my ship and like mine out one of the belts, one of the areas and fill up a couple boxes. Bring it back. It's not that big a deal. I'd mainly set this up because we're gonna need liquid rocket fuel in general, not only for our spaceships to be able to leave a surface, but also to launch cargo rockets from the cargo rocket block, as well as B, I'm trying to consume the heavy oil that comes out of the recycling center. And then I'm also going to do another block that's going to produce light on a train, light to a train, my bad, so a train can carry around light oil, and petroleum as well. And I might also do lubricant, but that's like stretching it a little. Okay, now let's just make sure that there's efficiency modules in all of this. Thankfully, there's just efficiency ones, which are super cheap, and I don't need to put more than one in, or more than two in. So this is the long-awaited point of sitting around and getting this shit done. I could do the module inserter, but the thing is, the module inserter is going to bring in 3, and I don't need 3. It's just stupid. Actually, I could probably get away with doing this though. Now that I'm thinking about it. So I don't have to do them all manually. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, that works out fine. Cool. And then we just do, what was it, a cut again? If I remember correctly. Sweet. That actually places him with the recipe. The only thing is, I don't know if I make a blueprint if it's going to actually make sure to capture this. Oh, there's a fucking fly in this room. Ugh. Get you. Start importing rough data cards to orbit from an iron core planet. Yeah. Go for it. Say I make a blueprint of this. Ah, okay, it does take into account efficiency modules. Very nice. Cool, so that's taken care of. Now I'm just gonna do these. Stupid fly. You know what? Fucking do this. Ah, come on. Okay, so that has modules in it. Now I gotta do this one. No, no, we're not done yet. We're getting into the kind of mid-late game, I guess. I'll have some shit to research. No, well, no, it's gonna take a while. I mean, next phase, look, these are the milestones. We got a way to go. Oh wait, that's actually a bad example of the milestones. Here are the milestones. The latest thing was Mat 3 at 772 hours. So we still have quite a fucking ways to go. We haven't even touched Arcospheres yet, which is going to be incredibly scary. Scary in terms of logistics, because they're a fucking pain in the ass. Okay, you're done. Yeah, it won't be too hard to continue, that is true. Yeah, it's mainly I'm just setting up, like, because we already have a lot of stuff being produced in a lot of places. But going into space blocks is more for concentrated production. Like, we already have, like, you know, a lot of scattered productions for stuff that is actually being used. So, you know, there's that. Oh, no, we can definitely rush through. I don't doubt it. At some point, yeah, we do. It is needed to be a little bit or more organized, but I guess we could have or should have done it from the beginning. At least I'm building a blueprint book, because I might actually play this on my own, but like in creative, and just see how efficient I can get everything to be, and in terms of like huge production chains. Alright, so this is now finished. It's gonna be a liquid rocket fuel. Boom, boom. Put you there, put you here. I guess I could put you down here, really. Part of the liquids, I guess. Yeah, these are all the blocks that I have so far. Oh god, it's really not much, just because it kind of takes a bit of time to make them. I mean, like, we're like 2 hours in and I just barely finished making this. I do try to be a little quick with it. There was other stuff that I was doing earlier, so I wasn't just focusing on this. You don't understand anything off of it? What do you mean, like, the way that this is set up, or just in general? You know, which is this actually doing anything though? Huh. So for liquid rocket fuel, I can actually stamp that. I think I might stamp it right next to the pyroflux. But right here, it's a pretty solid spot. I can actually put it below too, which is not too bad of an idea. Either way, these trains are pretty quick, so I'm not too concerned with it taking time. Or I'm not too concerned with distance, my bad, for the trains to travel. Alright, let's throw this guy down. Oh, I still need to do bricks. Yes, that's right. I need to do a brick blueprint. Millions of buttons and different things. Yeah. Factorio, man. Especially when it comes to overhaul mods like this. Good God. I mean, let's see. 32 days, 7 hours. 775-hour game. You can finish vanilla about 70 times. It doesn't take long. Actually, what's the current speed run? Let me just check. Out of curiosity. Posted 1 month ago. Any percent Factorio, 1 hour 23. So you could finish 700. It's about 770 runs of any percent Factorio. Oh, the current world record's 1 hour 22 minutes. Any percent. Wow. I gotta watch some of these. I love watching fucking speedruns. Alright. Cool, so now this one is done. I guess I'll quickly throw together a brick production while I'm already in it, and I know I need to use, I need to have one, so not too bad. Pretty chill Friday, all intents and purposes. There's a lot that does go on off stream, but it's like a lot of it is AFK and waiting for production and some menial like administration shit. Let me get rid of this. I want the blank. Put you here. Brace for impact on loading all of this shit. Alright, while this is going on, let me check bricks real quick. So that's going to be in a, this dude, thermodynamics. 2.5, 1.25. Okay, so if it's 2.5, we can bring in 6 belts of 45. So 45 times 6, 270. If we divide it by 2, that's what, 135, I think. Divided by 2, yep, 135. So we can do 135 thermodynamics facilities. So we do 135, that's producing, oh, that is not right. I thought that was right. Oh shit, okay, let me bring this down a little bit. And there we go, 108. So that's eating 270. 45 times 6. Yeah, 270. It's gonna produce 135 bricks per second. 108. That's 2 stacks of 54. Which is 4 stacks of 27? Is that right? 27 times 4? Yeah, 27. Okay. That's not too bad. 4 stacks of 20. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 14. That's going to be 28. And then get rid of 1. Okay. Copy all of that. So yeah, this should be... I might throw some modules in this. I don't know. That's a good question. It would just be efficiencies, really. But I even kind of regret a little bit throwing efficiency modules in the biochems. But the biochems are kind of expensive. Like, it's 5 times, I think, the amount of these guys, right? Oh, well, no, it's actually 3 times. But... whatever. Okay, so we can do... Oh, wait, I need to bring in the train stops before I forget. So I want the empty 12. There we go. And we're going to have... I think we're going to just come down the middle, so I'm going to get rid of all of these. Oops. I don't need the side one, so we can get rid of that completely. Okay. These in here. Same thing with the other side. I'm also going to get rid of... this is going to be producing... What was it? It was 135, I think, right? This is this times 4. 135. So 135, 135 divided by 45 gives me 3 space belts. Okay, that's going to just be 1. I could send 1 space belt to each one of these 3 train stops, but that's not producing nearly even be worth the trouble. Get rid of you, put you here. Alright, now that Sarah's sending Volk block, we might be able to sustain Pyroflux production. Ooh, nice. If you mean sustain Pyroflux production in orbit, then we're going to be fine anyways, because we're not really consuming anything since we're not sending... yeah, survivability tiers would be nice. But we're not sending a... iron ore or copper ore, so we're not even consuming any of that. Pyroflux, like in terms of how much we're producing. That's fine. So that's there, yes. Get rid of all of this. Oops, I did get rid of this one. I don't want to get rid of that. Alright, so you're going to be brick load. And we're doing bricks because bricks unpack into tablets, so they're a more condensed form of carrying cooked stone, which is good. Oops, this is going to be brick load. Once again, just keeping the name generic. Okay, so stone unload. Into brick. This one I will have a specific name for it. Okay, yeah, so if we do green circuits or anything like that that uses tablets, then we can just deliver brick and then turn them into tablets, which will be more efficient that way. So I could do, so we need 4 lanes, or 4 rows of this. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna take the time to actually put in the inserters here. We need 2.5. This one is 2.5. Oh, it's 2.43. Let me actually see real quick how this is going to, if that's actually fast enough. I don't think it is, but always worth checking out. I'm going to unpack this into do that. do stone. Yeah, I've gotten to the point where I'm actually testing a lot of these builds now because I'm not quite sure if they'll actually perform the way I want them to. This looks like it's actually sustaining it. Even though it says it needs 2.5 per second, and this is actually moving at a 2.43 speed, it is because this is carrying 3 per second now. So on every swing it's 3 versus 2. The only things I think... It does seem like it's fine, but... Just to be safe, I might throw a fast inserter. I don't know, it seems like it's going pretty good. Actually waiting for space and destination. The output of this is 1, right? 1.25, yes, that's just a regular inserter. Yeah, I think we're fine. Alright, cool. I'll leave it as is. Just replace these guys. Ah, I don't want fucking stone brick. Oops, I want to do F. Oh, right. There we go. Okay, let's bring this down. Very nice. Gonna be 1. I guess I'll just leave it as is. Normally I would actually flip it so that they would face each other. Ah, fuck it. I think I will. What was it? It's gonna be this one. And I'm not gonna share the same lane there. I'll just move it over by 2. So I can merge the 2 outputs, these 2 sides, into 1. So that means it's basically producing, if it's 4, but it's making 3, so it's a little less than 1 space belt per production row then. By that regard. Yeah, it's 33. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's do you. And then just press F. Now we can re-grab this row. Grab all of this. F. Reminds me I need to clip this down here. I don't need that. Come on. Same thing on this end too. Oh no, actually I do need that. Yeah, so these will just bend over like so. It'll just be like this. This will be my 1 out. Cool. That's 1, 2, and then we just copy this 3, 4. This is actually gonna be a small blueprint. So that eats 270 or 6 space belts and produces 3 space belts. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna move it to the center. Sorry for moving a little quick here. I want to spend forever on these blueprints. Right, I'm going to actually set this up first so I know exactly how I can center it, more or less. There we go, now let's do a 626. Oh, actually... 2, 3, 4. No, I think I fucked this up. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, I need to do 8 rows. Yeah, I need to do 8 rows. This is a little too good to be true. Okay, let me move all of this over. Because it's eating 60 per second, this is only 45. I need to go down to where it's about eating 45. What is it, like around here? 18 machines? 18. Wow, I got that right on the nose. That's fucking insane. Right here. So 1, 2, 3. Get rid of this. 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. And then if I move all of this over, I can get the 8th row. Eight. 360. I'm missing. How many am I missing? What did I say it was? It was 108, right? Yeah, 108 machines. We have 144. What the fuck? Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, no. I'm way off. That's 360. And 38. Get rid of this 10. Only another row, to be honest. Yeah, okay. Then I can get rid of 4. Oh, so this is gonna turn from a 6 into a 6 to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I can get rid of what was it? Four machines that we're getting rid of, right? This is 112. Yeah, okay. I'll just do 1, 2. Where's the middle on here? This is the middle. 3, 4. Looks good to me. All right, let's clear up all this junk. Little ones as well. Right. Well, thankfully that wasn't too complicated. Sometimes it is. It's just a good thing that I was paying attention there. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, how much is this supposed to be eating again? Clearly, this is way too much. 360, good god. Yeah, we're not outputting that much. Maybe if I had deep space, but even then, if we were unloading onto deep space, it would take even more room than that I think we currently have. Stack and surge wouldn't be fast enough for that. Okay, so we need a 6 to 8, which I do have in here. Because we can go up to an 8 to 8. So I'm gonna do 6, 8. Was it this was enough space? Yeah. Very nice. Okay. Right, so now we can move. Oh, I need to trim this end here, and this doesn't need to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Save on some belt. Let's move this back, or unless I keep it kind of centered. Really not that big a deal. Alright, and then bring the 8 rows in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Let's do like this. Okay. More or less going to be copied to the other side. So we can just do this. And then just trim off this end. Oh, actually I'm going to cut this end. Move that over. Alright, that's our 6 to 8. And now we need to do 8 to 3. Yeah, 8 to 3. God. So let's bring in the 8 lanes. Actually, I'm only going to do the 4 on this side because it's just going to be mirrored. Thankfully, since this is an even number. One, 2, 3, it's 4. Yeah, there we go. I don't know what game this is from. Alright, anyways, copy, flip, paste. Ah, beautiful. And I'm gonna put the balancer here so we save on some belt. Yes, I could have done the same thing here and just brought down the 6 and done the 6 to 8. Which I might even consider doing, just because I can center the balancer, like right in the middle. And just bring down the 6 lanes. Actually, let's do that, because I think I might like the look of that a bit better. Yeah, we just need to do this. And then this is what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom! Holy shit, I didn't have to do anything. That's phenomenal, it just organized itself. Alright, cool. Oh, it's actually not centered. Never mind, I'm an idiot. This needs to be moved over. This is where it's going to be. So you get cut and moved like so. You get cut and moved like so. Thankfully, not too much needs to be changed. This does, though. Cut all of this. I think I'm gonna just do a simple little like that. A little classy. We have the name already, yes. Stone unload to brick with a train limit of 1. This one is a train limit of 1 as well. I don't want to get into the mistake where I made it a limit of 0 and then no trains fucking went there. Now we need a 6 to 3. I know it's an 8 to 3. Let's go up. There we go. I've never actually really used this balancer. This is a pretty cool one. And this can just come down. 3. I can do. Let's see. Might actually have to move this over. Probably something like this. Keep it centered. All right. If it's 6 on each, I can do, what is it? It's for 45 per second. It's roughly 2. I might do a little bit more than 2. Let me move this back a little bit. I could do like a 3 to 12. I do not have a 3 to 12. I could do a 3 to 6. Actually, a 3 to 6 is not too bad of an idea. I mean, I do have a 12 balancer, but it's not good looking. Yeah, if we do that, then this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that works out. It's a little ugly, but whatever. Actually, in that case, I'm gonna do this, and then just remove everything back over again. Yeah, let's just shift all of this again. Oh, I was gonna say, that was actually just in line the whole time. No, it wasn't. It's a shame. The light shift. Okay, so that's taken care of. You're going into there. Oh, right, no, this needs to be moved back a little bit. I need to put inserters. Actually, I might even put storage here. Not a bad idea. But then that's 3. Because we do boxes. Stack inserters. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, now for power. I do kind of like this. This is not that bad. Oh, I could get away with just putting one on one half and then one on the other half. Oh, that's actually phenomenal. Oh, I love that. That's great. And then this one can be right in the middle. The only thing is I'd have to put one down here. That's fine. We can do a little underground work. Let me do these first. Yes, that's covering all of that. Yeah, this one's the only one that needs to be here. I'm just gonna put it right here. A little forward and classy. And then let's bring this guy up. Just need to do one over here. I'm gonna probably plant it. Oh, do I want to run it down the middle? That's a little ugly. Yeah. The other one is going down the middle, right? Oh no, it's off to the side. Alright, whatever. We'll just do it here. Not a big fan of putting power right in the middle of glasses like this, but this works out because it's a nice even number of belts, so kind of looks nice in a sense. Okay, so that's done, that's done. All of this is set. What's power on this when it all runs? It's gonna eat 115 megawatts. It's actually not that bad. Or do I want to chuck efficiency modules? The only thing is I don't like dealing with efficiency modules. Because then I have to produce them. I'll just leave this as is. We can insert them later. The only one that actually has it built in is the liquid rocket fuel. Alright, so let's get rid of all of that. And let's save this. We finally have our brick production. How exciting. Not a lot of brick, but it's brick. Granted, the train itself is going to carry a lot of it. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I don't put that there, I put that here. Ah. Stone brick. Boom. Throw you in here. I'm just gonna put this suit here. Whatever. It's not really the end of the world for that location. And then, is this already connected? It is now. Does it give me the location of brick? Yeah. Slot that in there. Very nice. Okay, now let's put some empty blocks. Some empty blocks in. Oh, is the empty block actually have... I'm pretty sure I made sure last time, but doesn't hurt to check if it actually has the signal there. If it doesn't, fuck. I'm gonna have to go and repaste it on top of everything. I think we should be fine though. Okay. Yep. 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 Okay, cool. Let's go over here. Paste these guys in. Very nice. We have some empty blocks. We have our brick production, which is also going to be eating stone, which is really nice because that means I can add another stone train from the recycling at the moment, or whatever picks up from stone. And since this is like god-awfully full, and actually backing up, or was backing up some of the, yeah, it's backing up some of these recyclers. That's going to be nice to make some brick. Just getting loaded. Good train production going on. Very happy. Slowly but surely, we're gonna have stuff en masse. How many ingots are in here? Ooh, very nice. Wait, are those trains still unloading? Or are they here? Oh, they're here to pick up. Okay, cool. Honestly, with enough scrap coming into here, these trains fill up pretty fucking fast. Like, no joke, they really do. It's kind of intriguing. Like, when we were backed up on scrap, dude, the trains were, like, this was pumping out so many ores. I was kind of like, holy shit, I didn't even, like, I knew the numbers of it, but the thing is, it's also 10%. Like, it has, was it, like, isn't it like a 10% chance? Yeah, it has a 10% chance of actually producing scrap, and this thing can potentially pump out a lot of ores. Yeah, it says 22, but that depends on if it actually rolls. If each one of these rolls and actually pumps out a piece of ore, it adds up quick. What was it, like 100 something machines that we got here? It's 220. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. So if the odds are in your favor, you're going to be producing a lot. Okay, this, what was this, iridium plate? Let me move this. I don't know if we're still going to be doing, I think we might just be importing ingots. If we do import ingots, then I would like to have iridium plate being done, because then we can just essentially unpack. We just drop in the ingots and then have that come over and unpack. In which case, I might throw ingots, or throw plate here. Do like iridium plate and beryllium, maybe these two right next to each other. And maybe holmium, so these three would be like the ingot to plate, ingot to plate, ingot to plate. I don't think we were doing any smelting here, so let me just sack this. Oh yeah, naquium. Naquium's gonna be done. Like I think I had mentioned last time, it's gonna be done essentially in a block. It's not gonna be a lot, but it's gonna take in the whatever the raw naquium is. I don't actually know because we're not there yet, but I presume when you mine it, where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. So I presume when you mined it, it's just gonna be, yeah, naquium ore, right? So naquite plus iridium plate, and that gives you, that's when you start going down this route. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get all of this production from here to maybe ingot. Yeah, actually, up to ingot is a pretty solid idea. So all of this up to ingot in its own block, and then have the naquium plates being done in another block. This will allow for multiple processing, like naquium processing blocks, and then we can just have those feeding into a plate processing block, or an ingot to plate processing block.
So even if one of these might not produce enough, like maybe throw down 2 of them or whatever, and then that'll be enough for plate production. It also gives heavy bearing, or it takes heavy bearings and has a chance of giving heavy bearings. So I'm gonna have to take that into account when I turn those into plates. I need a pickup. So every single pickup for, oh, I guess I can have 1 train pickup for all of the bearings, and then yeah, well, we'll get there when we get there, because it's 150. What is it? 4 seconds to turn an ingot into 10 plate. So it's around the time of steel, right? Yeah, steel's 5 seconds. Is it the same amount of time as? Oh, it is the same amount of time as beryllium. Okay, that's not too bad. No, it's 4 seconds, so it's just slightly short. So fucking annoying. They all have like their own times too. Well, this one and steel and beryllium share. Holmium shares with iron. Copper is its own thing, and then iridium is the longest one at 10 seconds. I still have yet to do those, but yeah, essentially we're gonna have the 3. So this is gonna be, I guess, an order of quote-unquote operations. I guess we do beryllium, holmium, and then iridium, and then we're gonna have the naquium plate, so we can pick up from the iridium and go into the processing naquite or naquium ore processing. Yeah, and then we're gonna have like 1 plate for that, so that gives us quite a bit of room here for whatever we want. Also, we have these 3 empty blocks now, including this one over here. I do want to stuff. Oh yeah, this is liquid rocket fuel, right? Yeah. I need to tag that so I know exactly what it is. Okay, yeah, brick is still there. Once the blueprint is done, I just get rid of the symbol because I don't need to remember myself, just like this. I already know what's being done there. I can just look at the train stops. Okay, so I would say at this point we can start setting up rockets for just bringing up ores if potentially needed, but we could bring up iron, copper, stone. Coal is going to be needed at some point. That's actually needed for steel anyways, so yeah, it's probably worth bringing that up too. Stone's going to be going here, stone's going to be going here. And then we can bring up the ingots and start unpacking those. Those can just be on these trains, or these rockets up here. I do want to set up a cargo sending, so I know we're going to end up having to need to send stuff. My ideal setup is essentially 2 landing, 1 sending, 2 landing, 1 sending. But of course that can be changed to whatever it needs. I just put them in the middle because that way they can come and pick up and then go in either direction that they need to. What else? So yeah, we have the mall. We can start transferring some of the small production over to there. So everything's going to be covered by power. Down here, we still have everything the same. I guess I could set up a blueprint for... We have bricks done. I should actually start... I get these done off stream, because they take a long time to actually build, so I don't really bother with doing that on stream. This is set up for the ship docking and refueling. And yes, you can do automatic spaceship traveling from one location to another, which is cool. I haven't set that up yet. I probably am not going to. This is more or less just for me. Do I need 50 in here? Oh no, water ice. How much is in this system? 19k. Okay, we're still good. Nice. I guess I could start doing the plate unpacking for these 3. it's not a bad idea just to have, because if we do end up sending ingots up, then at least they can already go and get processed down. I am so happy that that meteor got destroyed, because holy shit. That would have landed directly into production. That's not good. And these thermodynamics are not necessarily cheap to make. So that's potentially good to have. We would probably also want to make green circuits up here as well. So for that, I think I might more or less copy the setup that we had on Navis, where we had, yeah, here it is, where we had it drop off copper cabling, stone brick, and then just pick up the green circuits. But it's going to be a bit different because obviously these are some of the machine 3s, and we're probably, I might set this up to be done in a space manufactory. More or less, I think, yeah, I think I'm going to be doing that in space manufactories just because, yeah, they're larger, but they are way faster. Granted, they do take about 2 megs, but that's not too bad. Yeah, the speed of 10 is huge. Like, yeah, they take longer to make and they're more expensive, but crafting speed of 10 means I don't need as many. Like, what is the production on that? Let me see. Just out of curiosity. Where's the... Do I not have one on me? I guess not. So if I wanted to make green circuits, makes 20 per second. Holy shit! Granted, it does eat 60, but that's not too bad. You would just stuff this with. Can I get away with doing this? That's 40 per second on 20 plates. Okay, so 2 of these is enough for... Actually, I could more or less do exactly the build that I set up on Navis, now that I'm thinking about it. But just in terms of space manufactories. Yeah, so this like little trio thing. This is fucking insane. Was it like this? Something like that? And this is like cabling, and then this is like stone brick. Stone tablet, there we go. Yeah, cabling. This is total overkill. Even this is total overkill, if you look at it. Yeah, it's producing 10, but we're only needing 7.5. So if you can imagine that, but on this scale, is just nuts. Producing 80, we're only needing 20. Producing 80, we're only needing 60. That does mean that resources are going to stack up on the belt, so that's totally fine. But producing 20 a second is really solid. That means 20 bricks and 40 copper. So it's almost 1 space belt per each one of these setups. So that means we actually don't need much if we're going to do a block setup like this. Let's say we bring in 6, right? 6 belts, that's 240. Can I get closer to... No, I can't. I can almost get to 270. In fact, I can probably... Yeah, I can probably afford making 7 of these blocks. Because, yeah, it's going to be eating 280, but we're not going to be eating all of this cabling. We're going to be eating 420 per second, which is very nice. And only 140 tablets out of the 560 being made. If anything, we can probably afford to just put down space assemblers for this. Like, I'm just out of curiosity. How much is this gonna be making? Oh yeah, no, that's not happening. Yeah, no, we're better off doing this. We're better off doing this. Yeah, so it's basically a space belt for each one for 2 of these. But if we do the 270, so if we do seven rows, and we're making 140, oops. Rows, we're making 140 green circuit per second, which is hilarious. Because if you look on Navis, all of this is not making is only making enough for this many reds. Oh, it's actually making 240. Holy shit. Oh, but see, it's 480. So we're bringing in way more, but once again, we're not consuming. We're consuming 720. We're making 960. Is it because I took into account that we're bringing in, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay, I took into account we're bringing in 8 belts. Oh, because it's a fucking 141, that's right. Yeah, so the trains themselves are carrying more. Here, the trains are only carrying 2 cargo wagons. So the most we can get out of it is 6 space belts. Actually, I think it's higher, right? Because this is. Let me just check something here for a second. Is this enough? Like, say we're doing, doesn't really matter. Just like some plate or something. Just do plastic. Because if this is 40, oh no, it's 13.85 when it's going to a belt. Okay, yeah. And 45 is going to be 4 of these. Yeah, okay. Ooh, now they're offset, and it's actually a little annoying, but... Okay, so then it's gonna be 4. Yeah, then the most we can get out is going to be 6 space belts. It's 3 space belts per wagon. If we had mini loaders, though, holy shit. Mini loaders are insane because they just go straight throughput, so it's 45 per second. You can just get a straight belt, like 6 or more, or whatever. Okay. Fucking green circuits. So, as we had said, so then if we wanted to do, yeah, because it's going to be max 6, so I guess we can only do 140. Not too bad. 7 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could also bring in, depending on the size of this and how this is going to take up space, we can probably double down on production. Do 2 groups. So if we do the 3 trains, we drop off copper, drop off stone, and then the 3rd train is, let's say, pick up green circuits. And that would be the 3 production, and then we do another 3 here, which is another drop off, pick up. So we have 2 green circuit pickup points, which is not a bad idea. That's what I kind of consider with a lot of these train blocks, is to more or less try to make the most out of the space. So that actually kind of gives me an idea. Let me do the blank here. And I'll bring in the 12 and just see what we can get away with. Come on. Unless it's like drop off the 2 and then pick up here, and then so drop off and then pick up here, depending on how the whole shtick will work. Yeah, let's see how we can get one of the triple setup going. I think we can probably get away with with actually getting this properly. If two of them is 40 per second, then theoretically we can do this for copper. Oops. Do this with copper. That's eating 40, so this is going to be one space belt. Holy fuck, these guys are big. And this is going to be one stack inserter each. Oh, no. 4? In which case I'm just going to mirror that. G weighting, this is a 13.85 times 4. That's 55.4. Yeah, so it's going to be 3. 13.85 times 3. 41.55, so it's barely above. Alright. And that's how I'm putting 80, but we're going to essentially just do this. We're not going to be eating the full 80, so we will have some spare copper, if we remember correctly. Now let's say this goes in the middle. Or fucking even. Yeah, whatever. Just go here. Then each one of these is going to feed in, let's say, 2. Because you're eating how much? 60 per second. So 20. This is actually going to be 20. So 27.69 times 2. 55.38. I am going to actually have to do 3 at each. Okay. And then we can do the stone like this. Where the fuck are the tablets? Here. That's only 20 per second, so we can probably afford just one of these. Yeah, that's actually producing 80, so that's way more than enough. In fact, we can just make sure of it by putting 2. And this is going to be producing 20 per second, so we can do the 2 of them like this. Let's do it like this. So if we test this out, how much are you eating, by the way? You're eating 20 bricks per second, so let's just do the 2. And bring in a belt. This is going to be its own production thing. Like, we can't really afford to do more than this. Yeah, so it's going to be like that. If we want to do another one of these, let's say like this, then... actually, we can have these mirrored. Obviously, this is going to be facing itself, but unless we do something like this, then you need to bring the little fucking weird. Here, let me test out throughput on this real quick. Out of just pure curiosity. I want to do... oh, no, I did want to do a pylon, yes. You. And put 2 of these. Get rid of unfiltered items. I'm going to do a full space belt here. Let's do, this is copper plate. And then stone. Guess I can just do 20 per second, so I'll just do 2 of them. I'll do a full copper stone plate as well. Stone brick. Okay, energy interface. Okay, yeah, that kind of cleans house there. Oh my god. I know it's a 20 per second, but holy shit. Actually seeing this is insane. And this too. This is even more. Holy fuck. Alright. Understood. Alright, so it does produce 20 per second. It does mean that we have spare, we have spare cabling. That will pile up. The copper plate is going to pile up. See here, it's piling up. Goes up to 80, I think, and then it caps out. Yeah. So that spare amount of copper cabling or copper plate can then be shifted over to another. It's what, 5? It's eating 40, but we're actually going to be eating a little less than this. So you can say, let's say the 5 extra on the belt can lead to another belt. Oh, not 5, it would have to be 8. 9, it has to be 9 for an extra 45. But we're going to do 7, so that means it's going to give 35, I think, right? The spare, it's going to be 35. But even then, we're not fully eating any of this, so we should be fine. Yeah, we should be fine with the overflow going to another, for the 7th one. As for brick, I'm not even worried about it. The main concern here is how much this eats on copper. Green circuits is always heavy on copper. Oh boy, that's insane. Okay, so let's clear out this side. I know for a fact we're not going to be using the train stops on this end. No doubt about that. As for this side, I'm not quite sure yet. I might do 2, if I do 2 production blocks like this, then I'll have green circuits being picked up here and here. If only 1 production block, then green circuits here. But if I do 2 production blocks, I can still just have 1 green circuit pickup, right? Because this is just going to be eating, what was it, 7? It's only going to be making 140. Which is, it's enough for 4 belts. No, it's not for 3 belts. It's not for 3 belts. With a little bit of spare extra. If we do the 14 and double this, then it's going to be enough to fill up at least 6 belts. So it's going to be enough for a train with 6 input. Which I think is probably what I'm going to do. So that means, in that case, this is going to be gone then. I'm not going to do 2 train loading stations. I'm just going to do 1. I think we'll be better for it. This will be green plate load. Green circuit, green plate, yes. Green circuit load. Now my last question is, how do I want to do the copper cabling and stone brick? I might clear out this, get rid of this middle one and just have it with these 4 on the outside. And just have everything kind of balanced and shit. Because what we have on Navis is essentially that in retrospect. Like, it's dropping off bricks, it's dropping off the copper plate, and then this is going hog wild with a huge fucking thing. But that's not going to be the case in space, because in space we're going to have essentially 1 space belt per production. Except for bricks. Bricks can afford 2 production blocks per belt. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, so let's get rid of this middle stop. We don't need this. Yeah, I'll just leave that as is. Whatever. Okay, sure. So let's do our train stops. I haven't decided exactly what it's going to be like. If it's probably going to be a mirror of itself. So if this is copper, then this is going to be copper, just because of the way that it's going to be going. Probably not. I might actually do a full mirror where this is going to be copper and this is copper, or stone brick, whatever. Oop. In that regard, yeah, I guess let's try to get this going. Let me just cut all of this. Clears the lanes. It's fucking ridiculous. So it's outputting 20. Let's say right off the bat we just take this and make 7 of it, right? Like 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. We have all the copper lanes coming in this way because we could do that, and that's actually not a bad idea. I would do this as far back as possible. And this is going to be, this is 40 per second, right? No, it's 20 per second. So 2 of these can share a lane, 2 of these can share a lane, 2 of these can share a lane. That'll be on its own. So we essentially have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, actually, that's not true. That's not true because it's 20 per second and we're not even eating all the brick, right? I could probably get away with just 4 lanes going towards all of the brick here. No, I can definitely get away with 4 lanes. Yeah. I was thinking 3. I don't know. I was thinking 3. Yeah, it's only 20 per. Okay, so if that's the case, this is going to be essentially. Oh, yeah, right. I can't fucking flip it. It's gonna be like this, more or less. And then I guess the green circuits can come back down here, come down the middle, merge, and then go into the thing. Okay. Sadly, I don't have the loading for this. I'm gonna have to grab it from somewhere. Yeah, I think this is totally possible. This is not as much of a headache as I thought it was going to be, so I'm very happy about that. All right, so let's do one of them. So let's say this is going to be. Let's make this copper then, because then the brick can just wrap around and feed in here. It's got even less work to do. This will be copper unload. Copper unload to green circuit. So you and you are going to be the same. And then this will be stone brick. Unload to green circuit. I wish it was a little arrow indication, but whatever. That's fine as is. You can read that. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're taking out 6 lanes, but we're doing a 6 to 7 balancer. This is a 7 to 4, basically. So let's do the 6 unload, like so. I'm also going to do the same thing for this side too. That's just the way that it is. Also, it's going to help when I copy paste the whole shtick here. So we need a 6 to 7. Belt balancer. 6 to 7. There we go. I think I might do like this, just to keep this as kind of close to this edge as possible, going inwards. Oh, also I need more space. I think that's good. No, that's good. Might actually be a little... I think I was fine the way it was. No. Yeah, I got it just right. Sweet. Yeah, this way will be fine. That'll take care of everything. That's going to be balancing, going to the 7 lanes. And even then, we're not going to be using 7 lanes, as we had calculated. Yeah, we're going to do half, and then we'll basically rotate the whole thing, except the space manufactories, and slot those guys in. Kind of annoying that you can't rotate the space manufactories, just because of the fact you can have fluids. Even when you pick something that doesn't have a fluid. Oh well. I think it's because, yeah, the building itself doesn't rotate. And this was a 624, right? This can just be done like this. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6 to 4. Actually, I'm just gonna oops. 4. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna keep close to this edge. Let's kind of just wrap this way. This is gonna feed into these guys. But actually, I can just copy this. Saves me a little bit of time. Now it's how close we can get this guy in. I'm gonna do the balancer for the loading first, so I know exactly how much space that's gonna take up. Just to be a little safe with it. There we go. And then each one of these is going to be like that. This gives us our 6 belts in, which is going to be like 2, 3, and like something like that. So this is producing 20 per second. So 2 of these is 40. So in total, one of these is producing 140. We could do, I think what I said was what was a 7 to 3, right? Is what I had said. Because we're going to be overproducing by 10. Right now this is overproducing by 5. So yeah, we'll do 7 to 3. This is going to need a 6 to 6. I can tell you that right now. The question is how close to what side do I want to put this on? I guess in the beginning here doesn't really matter. I'll just do this. And then we can do our 7 to 3s going into it. Yeah. Oh, that's a blue belt balancer. I don't need that. We can almost get away with this being like fully symmetrical. Holy shit. Like in terms of just how close that actually ends up. The only thing is that, I mean, we could do this, but the fucking thing is in the way. I'm gonna move all of this by... I like that, that's good. Okay. Getting closer and closer. I like working this way, going from input to output, so then we can see where everything is going to more or less lay itself out in front of us. So now we can move this guy around and figure out just where everything will be. Oh, I do need to bring down the belts still. I forgot about that. I want to come down the middle. Just looks nicer. And that's going to be an underground. Okay, now we can stack the 7 belts. Since now we already have this going. So we can kind of start working on this envisionment of where everything is going to be. And then work from balancer out, essentially. Alright, this is looking pretty good. Let's bring these guys over. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Okay. Now we can move this even closer. We can get it to right where the balancer is going to be. In fact, you can get even closer than that. Right up to the balancer. Which now leads me to flipping everything. So let's grab all of this. We can get even closer, actually. On second thought, let's get even closer. Really right up on it. Alright, so let's grab all of this. Press G, flip horizontally. Or vertically, my bad. And now we know where everything's gonna be. I more or less actually have to sack kind of a lot of this right now. Bit of a shame. Here, let's do one group here. Yeah, okay. Copy all of this and do... Oh, wait, no. All right. Well, this works, because that's fine. But this needs to move to the other side. And if I could do one of them, then I can do the rest of them, so... We're getting there, we're getting there. And this is going to be a G. There we go. There we go, there we go. Okay, so now we can just copy and paste this setup. Except for this one here. There we go. All right, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes coming in. So that'll allow us to... Let's do the stone now, because the stone's going to be essentially filling in this area. If we do 1, and then we bring in the second lane. 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness, that is perfect. I love that so much. Oh, we don't even need this to go that far out. I'm just going to copy this setup because it's going to essentially be shared. Like that. Oh, wait a minute. No, no. Nah, I screwed myself here. Yeah, there we go. These two are going to share that. There we go. That looks really clean, I must say. And now we can take this and just flip it. So I'm going to take that with the inserters as well. Press G. Oh, right. We can get rid of all this. Very nice. Very nice. Actually, I'm going to get this a little bit closer because I just have to make sure that it goes up before... Yeah, because it's going to have a hard time grabbing from the corner, so I just want to make sure that it then turns and then gets picked up. Do this. Even a little bit cleaner. Cool. Alright, so let's sack all of this. Copy all of this. Press G. Ooh, it is getting there. It is getting there. Okay, now we can bring in our 4 lanes. I think I'm gonna do... I want to do the copper pickup from back here. Since they're going to be basically over here, I can just bring in the lanes and spread them out as I need. So let's bring down the 7 here and just kind of work from here. I'm thinking something like this. A little fucking ugly, but not too bad. More or less following the same path that we did before. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Actually, if I really want to follow the stone, then I don't need to do this. I'm like following in terms of how the stone is coming down. This is a little this is a little weird, though. I'm not gonna lie. This little flip around, but it just happens to be the way that it's coming down. It's gonna be a little bit different on this end because it's... Oh no, it might not be too much of a difference. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, okay. That looks, well, looks good to me as far as measure of good. I could bend this back and then do like this weird swooping thing, which is not necessarily a bad idea. It will clean up the look a little bit, and everything will be facing this direction, which is probably a bit better. About it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to readjust the turn here. That's fine. Yeah, this is gonna look way better. So let's do that. In terms of keeping a cohesive style. Come on. That looks significantly better. Okay, and then this can just be fed this way. I should get my archive of Maple Story music on here on my Spotify. F G S. Wait, no, that's not right. Congratulations. Actually, I want this corner. Yeah, I spent a day once and just like downloaded all of the music from, I believe it was the Wikipedia. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, I spent a good amount of time just like downloading everything so I can have an archive, my own archive of it. Some pretty solid music in there, man. It's stuff of childhoods. All right, don't need that. I've always liked good old Maple Story music. Fantastic soundtrack. All right, that's one half of the build. Can this be? This can't be flipped. There's no way in hell. Let's do this though. I think this can be. Press G. Oh, it's actually further on one end than the other. Interesting. So all of this is actually moved. Move all of this up. Oh, weird. Actually, it's like this. Huh. In any case, let's sack all of that. And grab all of this. This is not going to change. I just need to flip it into place. And move all of this. Looks good to me, looks good to me. This one's going to change as well when it comes to the stone. It's a little bit closer. So we're going to grab the balancer, of course. That. Flip it. Oh no, G. No, G. And then for the most part, I think this is more or less going to be the same. Oh, actually, no. Get a little bit deeper down. Ah, so control C. Okay. That is green circuits. Well, that is actually not that bad. How much power is all of this going to be eating, theoretically? 140. No, it's not that bad. Brick, brick, copper, copper, and green load. All right, I think we are set. All of these are train limits of 1. Let me check, just to make sure. Yes, sir. Very nice. All right, let's sack all of this. Oh, the spare scaffolding we will never use. Oh, right, power. I'm so used to doing it last that I actually oh, nice! We actually have a gap of 2 in the middle. Let's go. That's phenomenal. Boom, let's go. And then just boom, and then what's the last one here? Actually, is that? Yeah, that one's exactly touching. Okay, so then this one's going to be over here. Just to power the rest of whatever. Hey, this isn't too bad. This is a solid build. The only reason I didn't worry too much about power on this specific build is because I know that there's a lot of empty space. It's like, yeah, there's plenty of room. We'll fit something in. Is that the exact same? Yeah, that's a straight down. Very nice. And then I'm just going to do this. I think I can afford... Oh, no way. That's amazing. Oh, this one's a little bit more pain in the ass. Sadly, it's on a turn there. This one is also on a turn? This one's not on a turn, so I could go underground. I think what I'm going to do is I might push it a little bit further in. Yeah, I might pull it a little bit like that. It should still power everything. A little bit of overlap, but that's fine. Oh, actually, that's not going to work on this end. Not even close. I guess I'm going to have to bring it down. Kind of terrible, but... It goes, ew. Everything is fine, then it's like, ew. It bends down. Oh well. Everything is still connected though. This powers through, it's fine. That even connects to that. Doesn't even do that on this end. I could bring this down just to match it. What should I bring it down by? 2? I think that's... No, it's not the same amount. That looks pretty similar. Oh, is this actually able to power? Okay, it does power everything. Let me just check real quick. Let's do this. And then press G. Oh, it's actually further down. Wow. But I can't bring this one further down because it's going to stop powering the inserters here. So I'm just going to leave it as is and call it there. Okay, so now let's make a blueprint out of this. Tiles, train stop names. This is going to be green circuits. Press B, right click, and I'll chuck that in here, I guess. Alright, utility thing. I guess I'll just leave it there, yeah. Cool. Alright, so in the actual base, I think I might throw the green circuit somewhere in this area. It's not a bad idea. It's going to be near bricks. Maybe even here. Let's do green, red, and blue. Ooh. Granted, the red and blue are going to have to be... plastic's going to have to come in by rocket, more than likely. And then for red, I think sulfuric is also going to come in by rocket. Sulfuric barrels, though. Yeah, that could be possible. And we already have sulfuric on barrels. On a rocket, too. So why not, you know? And then just have a train that picks up barrels and brings it somewhere else. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. All right, so in that case, let's throw down our green circuits here. Boom. Back to map, tag. Gonna go green circuit here. It's more or less like in the middle. This is gonna be red then in that case, since we've kind of already mentioned it. And then this is gonna be blue. I mean, we are technically also bringing in on rocket red, green, and blue already. So we don't have to produce it here. We don't have to reproduce the chips and stuff. The way that I'm seeing it though is that since we're already bringing in the ores themselves, that could be used for like a larger volume processing. Also as supplementary to what's coming in on the rocket. So we have the rocket coming in with red, green, and blue, but then we can also just produce some here with the resources that we're going to have to kind of supplement it, which isn't too bad, and it also takes into account some of the production here. Because I'm kind of like shifting the mindset into the sense that everything in Calidus space station base that we have here is going to be more or less self-sufficient. Like, I'm considering a black box input of just the raw ores, water, and then like maybe crude at some point, whatever, and then just having it all being produced back here again. So you can consider the rocket landing pads as sort of, in a sense, the sandbox infinity chests. That's like, okay, it's giving this, and then I just take that and bring it to wherever I need to do to produce whatever it needs to be produced and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the way I'm more or less looking at it, and the approach that I'm taking. I mean, it's granted, like, yeah, you don't have to do that because you can have processing on other planets, but I mean, this is an infinite space. I'm presuming. I'm not actually quite sure about that, but even then, it's still larger than any planet. More or less. Let me actually see. What's the orbit here? Does it even have a radius? What's the radius? Yeah, no, there's no radius on it. Yeah, there's no radius on it. So, fuck it, you know what I mean? Like, make the most of it. But yeah, that's going to be producing a good amount of green chip. Red chip is going to be a little bit annoying, but we can more or less copy, once again, the build that we have here on Navis. It's over here. It's gonna be like this, except of course with manufactories. On this one, for supplementary purposes, we can bring in plastic as well. That can come in on train. I mean, that can come in on rocket for the moment. Before we start making our own plastic production using coal that's coming in on rocket, because we know it's like dedicated planets that would just be like core miner to just make iron ore, ship that over, core miner copper, ship that over, core miner coal, ship that over, core miner crude if we really want to, and just ship that over, and then just slowly just start producing everything in space, except for I think like maybe iridium, vulcanite, beryllium, so on and so forth. Those will definitely, I think, have processing done up to ingot, and then ship the ingots over, and then we can just turn those into plates. So that'll be maybe I think the exception, but everything else we can just bring into space, really. We could also just bring in the ingots for iron and copper into space, but I mean, and bricks, but I mean, also I kind of spent time making these machines, so I will use them. Just got home, my girlfriend said, all your machines sound angry. Oh my god. Oh yeah, you're over here, huh? Or you were over here. Yeah. Got 4 alarms going off. Well, 3 alarms going off, I was close. Plus all the production of the some of the machines and stuff going on. Good god. Where are we at? 3 hours 46. I think I'm gonna cut it here for today. I'm gonna be spending basically the weekend filling in these 3 blocks on their own, as well as maybe using them all. I don't know. We'll maybe end up moving shit over there eventually, and maybe another block or 2. I haven't really considered it. I know I want to make the plate, the ingot to plate for these 3, so that those blocks are gonna more than likely be done over the weekend, but this should start slowly filling out. It's not too bad. Anyways, that being said, thank you guys very much for sticking around. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Good weekend. Peace.